What's going on, YouTube? Destructible here today, and this video is actually not going to do anything with my Grim Dawn series. This video is dedicated to someone I was in love with that has passed away, so I apologize for those who were hoping to see some more content. I'm sorry I let you guys down. I'm going through a hard time right now, mental warfare. Anyway, I'm going to get on to the video now. So, to all my subs out there, I appreciate it. I have just looked back and I can't believe how many people have subscribed. It's awesome. So, I hope to get you guys some more content soon. This message is for someone who maybe lost someone they loved, someone who's struggling with addiction, and simply put, everyone. I need to clearly state that anyone who is suffering from addiction should never be viewed as some junkie or anything mean. They're not. If you're struggling with addiction, please reach out and find someone to get you help. Kendall was my girlfriend for almost 3 years. She was a beautiful woman and a sweet angel who struggled with her addiction. I was blessed to spend almost 3 years with this beautiful woman, who even during her hardest struggles managed to love unconditionally and wanted to show me how beautiful the world is. I can tell you I see it now. From our journeys to Lake Tahoe, all the way down to Del Mar, was always a ton of fun. We had so much fun together. We lived together and were partners in the strangest ways. I was definitely the bad cop. She was the good cop, always smacking me when I was being a jerk and telling me to stop it and be nice. We managed to show our love through cooking. I thought I knew how to cook. No, not even close. This lady was incredible in the kitchen, let me tell you. I really miss her Brussels sprouts right about now, and I really haven't ate as much since this has all happened because, I'm not getting her great cooking. We would buy exotic food and cook it. Even as of recently, I bought some A5 Japanese Wagyu steak that was imported to us, and she cooked some homemade macaroni with Brussels sprouts, and let me just tell you, it was our best meal we've ever made, hands down, no questions asked. Probably our best meal we ever even had, because we just knew how to cook better than the restaurants, if you ask me. I decided our first date would be at my favorite steakhouse. She met me there looking just absolutely angelic. She was beautiful. I told her whenever she was sitting down, I was like, hey, get anything you want, and don't hold back. And let me tell you, she didn't. She says, when I'm sitting there looking at her, and she says, hey, I want the filet mignon, and it only cost $37 to add a lobster tail. So at this point, I'm like, oh, geez, okay. I realized her meal is going to be close to $100, so I'm only going to be having one beer tonight. When we first met, she was always, when we first met, she was staying with my mom because my sister invited her to stay there. And I was walking up to my mom's door one night. I wanted to go over there. They told me there's this really pretty girl there. So I was like, you know what, hey, I'm going to go over there and introduce myself. I'm walking up to the door, and she comes out looking at me like, who the heck are you? And I swear, because I mentioned it to her later, and she said that was it. But yeah, she looked at me like I was some crazy weirdo. So after about 5 or 6 dates, without even kissing her once, I was terrified of it. I just, I wanted to be respectful and not be pushy or anything. I asked her what her favorite flowers were and brought her some. She came up to me and kissed me after I gave that to her, because on there was a little note on it that said, would you be my boyfriend? Yeah, it was cheesy, but that was me years ago. And that was our first kiss. We weren't perfect, we had our arguments, we had our ups and downs, definitely, but we never gave up on each other. We never said, I want to leave you, or you want to leave me. We just loved each other, and we were each other's partners, just never giving up on each other. With the help of my family and her willingness to want to be better, she went to rehab for a month and a half and came out kicking butt, and it was great. In time, she started to struggle, and it was always a bit of a battle, but we managed to get through it and talk through it, and I never ever gave up on her. I always told her, look, you can do this. You know, there's no reason you can't get out of this. I've gotten out of this. You can get out of this. And life is so much better whenever you get sober. But you know, we tried. And I can tell you it was worth it. I learned a lot. I've learned a lot about addiction since this. And personally, while I understand many people won't, I do recognize it as a disease. So, yeah. On June 26, 2019, I found my girlfriend, and she had passed away before I had gotten there. She struggled with her fight with addiction, and ultimately it claimed her life. Even in our final moments that I spent with her while she was gone, when I'd found her, but in our final moments that I was there, the events that took place were unlike anything I could ever truly explain on an emotional and or mental level. But even as I pulled her out of the car and watched as her blood ran down my hands, there wasn't one moment I didn't still see how beautiful she was, and just how beautiful she was. I miss her, and I don't wish this experience on anyone. So, Kendall was an amazing woman. She lost the fight to addiction. Please don't give up on someone who's listening to fight. If I can go back, I would do it again. There's always hope, and there's always a reason to fight. You can never give up on these people. They're no different than me, you, and anyone you see out there, and it can take a hold of any of us. So, with that being said, I just wanted to share this story with everyone, share it with the world, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm just hoping that more people recognize this so we can start saving these lives, and we can start looking out for each other. I've taken a piece of her with me, and I've learned a lot through this. I miss her a lot, and that's it. For those of you who are struggling with addiction, just know there's hope out there. I know you may hear it from people you love telling you to, move on, get better. And I can tell you that they probably mean it. It's probably what they want. But ultimately, you have to want to do this. Take it from someone who's 5.5 years sober. I know what it's like. And it was something I wanted whenever I got sober. So there's hope for you if you're struggling. And there's hope for you to get through this and come out stronger. So just don't give up. For those of you who lost someone they loved, I would highly suggest seeking therapy of some sort. It's helped me out dramatically. I feel a lot more at peace. Honestly, I feel I found my closure. I'm doing a lot better now. I'm real happy. I've got a lot of things in life still to do. a lot of more people to spread the word to and try to help out, maybe even become a counselor, I don't know. But just never give up, both of you, the addict or the support, whoever you are. If you're neither of them, you're just someone watching. You gotta look out for each other and love each other. So, anyway, this is Destructible, aka Dylan, and you guys have a wonderful night, and yeah, let's do this.
Hi, Ness. Huh? Your brother's being rude. Your youngest brother, imagine that. Anyway, we're at, oh my gosh, we're at E's at the pool. Here, I'm gonna flip it so you can see. There's your brother. You're so disgusting. And your future sister-in-law, Kendall. Oh, shut up, Dylan.